Hello, my name is Angel Shreve, and the book I read was A Long Obedience in the Same Direction by Eugene Peterson. And here is a picture of the book. I had to screenshot it. So, this book was basically about the reward of long term, consistent obedience. Um, it pretty much touched on the fact that it could be a challenge to be consistent and be obedient for a long period of time, and pretty much that we're battling against fleshly temptations and worldly temptations, which go hand in hand and they work against our obedience. And pretty much the fleshly temptations, they're trying to prevent us from being consistent and from being obedient. Another main point in the book was about how different people have different generations have different struggles that they specifically have to deal with, that tries to prevent them from being obedient. Like now, one of the struggles that we have to deal with is how everything is just promoted to be so quick and happen so fast, and how that is something that we have to battle with, that challenges our obedience. And if we give into that, it works against our obedience towards God, and it works against our relationship with Christ, for us to have that mentality to get everything quick and to get everything fast, and to fall into the temptation of thinking that things just happen overnight. I like how the book touched on that. I like how it touched on the fact that our society, it just promotes fast results, and that doesn't do anything for us. And so it gave some key tips that we can use to combat the temptations that work against our obedience and consistency. And those things are: number one, we have to learn the difference between a disciple and a pilgrim, and combine those two things and embody those things, so that we can understand that, one, as a disciple, we are apprentices of Jesus. Pretty much, they were learners of Jesus. They got under him. They learned what they were supposed to do, and so we have to embody that. And then the second one is a pilgrim, and the definition, the author gave a definition of a pilgrim, which is pretty much, they understand that they're going somewhere, they're headed into a direction, and that this world is not their home. So the author pretty much states that when we combine those two lifestyles and mentalities, that will help us to work towards being, disciplined and having that obedience in the right direction. Is when we learn that we have to get under God and learn from him and be more like him, and understand that this world is not our home. And then secondly, one of the things that I really liked was, it was a very practical day-to-day tip, which was reading and practicing and singing the book of Psalms. Because what it does is it calms your spirit, but it also gives you a reminder of who you are and where you're going. And I really enjoyed that, and that's something that I'm going to incorporate into my daily time with God. Just reading the Psalms and maybe singing some Psalms and just going over that. So this book, I really enjoyed it. I think that it was helpful. It provided a lot of information with practical steps that I can incorporate to my daily worship time with God. And I really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.